Lucid Dreamers, what's good? Week 10, Artist Way, almost done. 2 weeks to go. Let's go. This past week, recovering a sense of self-protection. This week, we explore the pearls that can ambush us on our creative path because creativity is a spiritual issue. Many of the perils are spiritual perils. In the essays, tasks, and exercises of this week, we search out the toxic patterns we cling to that block our creative flow. So honestly, like preparing to sit down here, I honestly feel like this week, I don't feel as big. And I think maybe it's because like week 9 was such a big shift in my mentality. It was one of the really good weeks. Week 8, another really good week. Week 10 doesn't feel as maybe grandeur. And maybe that's the thing that's making it feel not as moving right now, right? But I've had a great week. I've had a great week. And recovering a sense of self-protection, like, I think I'm a very spiritual person. I'm very aware of the fact that, you know, the battles that we face aren't just here earthly battles. You know, we fight spiritual battles every single day. And it's not just externally. I need to protect myself from what's going on in here. So whereas maybe last week was more about understanding why I'm blocked, week 10 is almost putting me face to face with myself and the things that I put as the walls to block myself, the things that I allow to be put in front of me as the walls to block myself. Really great exercise. I think a really like the week was worth it. You know what I mean? Like the week was worth it, but the feeling that came with it feels more here. Whereas I was expecting a more spiritual shift given the description at the beginning. But, you know, I think it was a lot of some of the same stuff leading up to it, like leading up to this week. So allowing God to flow through us, you know, creativity, energy. And then I think a really big thing, and I think maybe it's also because I already kind of knew this, workaholism. Like there was a quiz on that, and you know, I've been working on it, but I think one of the things that I allow to block me is workaholism. I think it's the biggest thing that I allow to block myself because I feel like it's justifiable. Whenever I look at things that I allow to be blockers to my creativity, to me living the life that I actually want to live, and I think it's a lot of us, right? I think all of us feel this way. Oh no, I can't justify getting myself that nice thing because like that's irresponsible. I need to like put my money towards that because that's what a person my age should do. Or like, oh no, this is what I'm expected to do. So, you know, it makes more sense that I do that. I think like just working on other things, justifying breaks, and breaks are great, right? But like if like I am working to the point where after that, the only time I have is, okay, you can be creative or take a break from work before you go into more work. That is a problem. That is a problem. And I see it and I know that I allow myself to do that. But I think that's the biggest thing in my day to day that I allow to creep into my life. And so coming to terms with like even the word workaholism, it sounds like alcoholism. You know what I mean? I just thought, I don't know, maybe it's because I like words and stuff, but I just thought it became a more serious issue in my mind reading this week. And maybe, you know what, maybe doing this video now, I'm kind of like understanding what was going on this week. Maybe it is bigger than I thought, but like understanding that I had to write down all of the different things that I allow to like block my creative flow. When I am making a song, if I don't like it, I immediately check WhatsApp, you know, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, try to, you know, look at other people who have made great songs, maybe even, you know, talk to people I care about. It feels like I'm doing something. I'm not. I honestly am not. And I'm not doing myself a favor by staying in these patterns. By staying in these patterns, man, like, and it started with the workaholism and it just kept going and going. Understanding that there are dry seasons in the creative life, in any creative life. She spoke about drought. She spoke about fame. She says fame encourages us to believe that if it hasn't happened yet, it won't happen. Another big thing. Another big thing because, I mean, yeah, when you think about it, when you think about creativity, and I always tell people stuff like, you don't have to be Michael Jordan to be good at basketball, right? And you don't have to be Michael Jackson to say that, you're a good artist or this, that, and the third. Fame doesn't equal success. And I need to make sure I'm moving in that energy. The people will come, the tribe will come. I'm talking to y'all right now, and most of y'all probably aren't even here yet. So whenever I do these, I talk to myself a lot. I talk out loud all the time. And growing up, I was always told like only crazy people speak to themselves. But like, I think when you feel like you're misunderstood so much, being able to have a conversation, even if it's with your own inner dialogue, just feels great, right? You feel understood in that moment. It makes sense to you. So when I'm making these videos, it's a lot of me speaking to me in those moments where I'm not feeling like me, and me when I am feeling like me. But when I'm making these videos, I'm not thinking about, oh no, what is this person gonna say if I mention this or that person or this or that? Like, I'm just talking. I'm just talking, and I love that because there's no filters for the most part, at least, for the most part. I still try to respect, like, I'm not gonna, like, air out someone's dirty laundry, for example, like, but like, the fact that I just get to come here and speak the way I do when I'm alone all the time, but it's a window into who I am and how I'm growing. Thinking about how I've grown, speaking to other people who have, been watching this journey. It's been great to hear what they've been saying about how I've been growing. But yeah, again, it's just, I guess, not a lot to say about this week, except coming to terms with how I am holding myself back from greatness. And I think I mentioned this before. I was designed as per a blueprint. Am I living by that blueprint? Am I getting in the way of my own blueprint? It's very easy to blame someone else. It's time to come to terms with, me being my own worst enemy. I think the biggest takeaway for me is that I can tell that I am really conscious about these things now. And I can tell, like bottom lines for myself, like waking up at this time, like I remember how it felt when I was actively allowing myself to be creative. How was that version of myself? Who am I when I'm at my best? And just getting conscious about being that person again. So that's what I'm gonna work at. And yes, so far it's only been these videos, but after this, y'all need to hear from me musically. Y'all need to see me online, making moves, doing things. I need to do things, otherwise all of this is for nothing. So 2 weeks left, and I'm going. I need to be hungry. I need to work how I've always worked before. Lucid forever, man. Let's go. So next week, week 11, second last week, recovering a sense of autonomy. This week, we focus on our artistic autonomy. We examine the ongoing ways in which we must nurture and accept ourselves as artists. We explore the behaviors that can strengthen our spiritual base and therefore our creative power. We take a special look at the ways in which success must be handled in order that we not sabotage our freedom. Let's go. Let's go. No one's coming to save you, bro. And with that, I'll see y'all next week. Peace.